We are gonna harvest our wheat today.
What are we doing, Bethany? Are we harvesting wheat? Yeah.
Our very first time ever.
Hey, Anna. What are we doing?
Harvesting wheat.
Yeah.
Do you want to harvest wheat too? Or do you just want to watch?
How are you doing it?
I'm just using
By hand.
Scissors would probably also work too. Oh my child.
Look.
What are you doing? You little monkey.
Hey, what are you doing?
Two.
Really?
Moon.
Be careful.
Yeah.
There's Mama. She's harvesting the wheat. This was Dad's crazy idea.
Well, it hasn't been all that much work. I mean, I planted it back last fall and then it pretty much just grew and did its own thing. I watered it a couple times, but didn't really do much to it. I might have fertilized it once with some fish fertilizer, but that's about it. Now we're harvesting it. It looks dry. The heads are flopping over and it looks dry. We're gonna let it dry a little bit more though.
One, two.
I just took some of our old wheat berries that we had that I grind for grain or for bread and planted that. No special seed. Now it's time to thresh the wheat. Don't know if this is the best way. Here it hits in the ground or hit in the bucket.
It's not easy, man.
Look at all that. Says the guy who's like, let's do lots. So it's not coming off super easy that way, but then we're just taking each head and kind of rubbing it between our fingers and getting out the rest of the kernels. Then we'll have all the winnowing to do when we're done. Because I mean, there's a bunch of wheat berries in there. There's just all this other chaff and stuff. There's a bunch of chaff and stuff on top of the wheat berries. We've tried multiple ways of threshing this wheat, and all of them are pretty much hard. We tried whacking it against the bin, and that sort of works, but you still have to kind of like go through it by hand. I've tried using a fork to kind of like comb the kernels out. That sometimes works if the kernels are large enough. Yeah, it's just a very slow process. We're finally winnowing our grain. Maybe working? I mean, stuff is flying out. Her coat. Just got a fan blowing on it. Blowing it into the tarp. Now he's working on...
This is our high-tech wheat doohickey.
Yes.
Wheat cleaning apparatus. Patent pending, of course.
Yeah, but this is stuff I actually like threshed out a little bit better, and it's coming out pretty clean actually. Like, that's grain I could mill almost.
One more pass, but it might work.
Nice. That's getting nice, man. That's like at least enough to make a loaf of bread. So excited! Granted, that might be how much I planted, but no, actually I probably planted a little less than that.
Well,
that's nice.
We got more still to...
Yeah. So we have 3 levels of wheat that we have. This one is pretty clean, but I'm just going to spread it down on a tray. Finish picking out some of the bigger pieces out of there. This is kind of dirty. Well, like, got a lot of stuff in it, so I'll sort through that. It's just getting cold outside, so we're stopping for right now. And this is a lot of bigger pieces that just need to be threshed. So I'm going to work on that, and then I'll come back with the finished product. So this is our end product. We got a pound of wheat. Just about a pound. Actually, I think it was a little bit more than that when I weighed it. I don't remember how much I planted, but I feel like it was maybe half this amount. Maybe. I don't really remember, and I wish I would have paid attention to how much I had planted. Anyway, I'm going to grind this today, and I'm going to make some bread with it. You trying to help me make the bread? This was a pretty fun experiment to try. I'd never grown wheat before and wasn't really even sure how to do it, and even looking up online how to grow wheat like on a small home scale is pretty hard to find. I have not found very many tips. Found a few videos and that was about it. That I kind of tried to do my best to copy them a little bit. I feel like I probably could have done better. I might have planted it too thickly. So maybe next year or next time I plant it, I will plant it a little less thickly. Maybe it will grow better. Let's see, what else did we learn from it? We got to figure out a better way to thresh it because that is really difficult the way we were threshing it, and it took a lot of time. That was probably like the hardest part of it all. It was just threshing it and getting it clean enough to actually grind into grain. So we were able to make the bread, and I made a loaf and a bunch of buns, so basically 2 loaves worth of bread. I did add some white flour to it because I typically do that to my wheat bread just because my family likes it a little better. So we have a little bit of the grain left that we can make into something else here next time I make bread. So it was just fun to try something new and learn something new. That was all. Like, we did a probably 8x4 foot section of the garden, so out of 24 square feet we got about a pound of wheat. So probably not enough to like make our family's year's worth of bread, but you know, it's okay because we go through like 50 pounds of wheat a year maybe ish, so, or every year and a half, I don't remember exactly, but we would need a lot more acreage for the amount of wheat, and it took months to actually get it threshed out. Here it is, January almost, and we harvested it back in June maybe, I don't know, I think it was June, mid-June I think we harvested it. And I planted it in, I don't know, September or October last year. Yeah, so it took, to actually get food from it, it took almost a year and a half. Well, a year and a quarter. We'll say that. Anyway, it was kind of fun. Anyway, have you ever grown wheat? Do you have any tips for me on how to grow wheat? Love to know, so let me know down in the comments, and see you next time.